Good afternoon. It's May 2nd. I believe it's Wednesday. Getting this out to you a little bit later than usual. Today's just been kind of iffy day. Like, I don't know. Just been real funky. So, just wanted to try and get out of that icky mood before I try to do this reading. Ooh, crapola. Okay. Give me a sec. But, yeah, I just feel like, I don't know, not even just me, but everyone's just been feeling like in the thick of it. Not actually in the thick of it, but like, yeah, like moving through a swamp. Like that's how I've been feeling, and that's kind of like the feeling that other people have been depicting to me as far as like explaining their current, trials or struggles. So anyway, let's see what the cards have for us for the positive energies, the negative energies, and the ways that we can work with both of them to, I guess, create the best outcome for all of us. Alright, so let's start with positive. What are the positives we can look forward to? Oh. Wow. This card jumped out, but I'm going to pull another card. The Two of Swords. Positive energies that we can tap into today. Alright. Yeah, so I feel like this Two of Swords isn't even about this positive energy. I feel like this is actually referring to what we're taking charge of, especially when I'm looking at the bottom of the deck, which is the Queen of Swords. So maybe we've been feeling indecision, and I say maybe, but I feel like this is very strong, like strong indecision, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and not knowing what to go, not really knowing how to go forward with it. Or maybe trying to, or not being able to tap into your emotions to be able to figure out how you really feel about these two decisions you've got to make, or this decision you got to make between two. With the Chariot talks about, getting control of both, the yin and yang aspects of ourselves, getting full control with the help of the stars, like knowledge of the stars. So with the Queen of Swords on the bottom, it definitely to me speaks of like, you're going to come through with a truth inside. You're going to figure out which one of these swords you're really actually leaning towards. And just to say, it may not be pleasant. I feel like that's really why we've kind of been back and forth. It's because we've been knowing the truth. But, like, it's because we know that it's not, like, pretty and it's not what we wanted. But anyway, I do feel like we're coming to gain, we're coming into a control of whichever decision it is we want to face. So, let's do negative. Whoop. Nice. I'm so sorry, y'all. All these noises and everything. Like I said, I don't know. Today's been kind of weird, and it's making me a little suspicious. But anyway. challenges today? Any challenges? So, I have the Tower on the bottom, but with the Eight of Cups. So I feel like with the challenge is, I pulled this yesterday. The card of usually seeking deeper meaning, but sometimes it's also of having to leave behind. Yeah, it makes me think of moving on. And with the Tower being underneath, I mean not underneath, but the bottom of the deck, it really does feel like these changes and this decision that you have to make, you know, you're really having to leave behind, and it kind of sucks. It's like my eye is being drawn on this Tower card to the lightning striking, like knocking the crown off. So it feels like, yeah, it feels like in making this choice and making a decision, it does feel like we're being knocked down a peg, you know? And moving on, it feels like we're losing our crown. It feels like we're losing something we may have worked so hard to build, and it's coming down, it's crumbling, but we're having to leave it behind, and that's the challenge. The easy part is kind of saying, you know, getting the courage and control and being like, okay, I'm going to make this decision, but knowing, you know, knowing that it's going to cost you something more than just, I guess, a temporary thing. It feels like that's what's keeping you from making the decision, is because you know, like, what you're having to lose. At least, you know, in this now present moment, it feels like it's everything. So let's see what we can do to try and work with these energies today. Best way that we can work with the current vibe to come out with, you know, our highest possible timeline. Ooh-wee. All right, one more shuffle. I like to. All right. So I have, oh, wow. Actually, what? Ooh, okay. I have a few things here. Ooh. All right. I'm so sorry, y'all. So let me just start out with what came out first, which is the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles often speaks of teamwork, of creating, but formulating your team to build something, you know, something long term. Like coming together with like-minded people and formulating maybe a plan, or, you know, some sort of stability, or maybe even finances, you know, business projects. But what I got, underneath that was also Temperance, which I think I also pulled this yesterday, of not just balance, but coming into our higher mind. So it seems like we can look forward to maybe like more soul mates relationships or companionships that will help us, you know, build something. But underneath I had the Ten of Pentacles, which made me really think that, yeah, like whatever it is that we're leaving behind, we'll be able to come into like people that really do get us, and not just get us, but will be able to grow and expand our minds to really be able to be not just financially stable, you know, in the physical realm, but like with all the people. It makes me think of family. Three of Pentacles also too, with the teamwork. Like it thinks like calling in your soul family, people that actually vibe with you and resonate with you. And this was what I had on top. What I had on the bottom, on the bottom of the deck, was Six of Swords, but I had Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords underneath. So these do tell me of having to leave behind, you know, really having to, no, not even leave behind, but it's all about perspective, right? So in this card, you can see it as like leaving behind, but I'm seeing it more as like going somewhere, taking, you know, taking their mind with them somewhere else, and then coming back with the truth, and the spiritual, you know, strength to start working on that Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, I hope that resonated. That got, I guess, a little bit more complicated than it normally does. Usually I don't pull that many cards, but I just had seen, you know, some like these aces underneath. Like let me not explain myself. Anyway, I just hope that resonated with y'all. I hope that, you know, you don't get stuck in the intangible mud, as I guess I'll say, you know, because you're not obviously physically stuck in the swamp, but I feel like a lot of us are feeling like we're stuck in this like mental muddy swamp. So I hope that, you know, you seek some respite, you know, even throughout the day. Take some time to just kind of get yourself back to center, get yourself back to, you know, yourself. Just take it easy, you know. Be nice to yourself. Everything that you're going through, like, it's all for a reason. And even if you're freaking out or whatever, and you're feeling like, oh, I shouldn't have frucked. Is that a past, like, tense way of saying freaked? Feel like you freaked out, and, you know, like, oh, I shouldn't have freaked out that bad or whatever. Just feeling like this time has been so trying. Feeling like you have been, like, failing the test. You haven't been failing the test, y'all. It's all about the journey. So anyway, I'll be back tomorrow with your reading. Stay blessed, everyone, and without further ado, peace.